So it appears that Warzone's biggest competitor is on the horizon because Halo Battle Royale was confirmed by industry insider Jez Corden. Its current code name is Tatanka, and it is developed exclusively by Certain Affinity, who is a co-developer of Halo Infinite. Apparently, this Battle Royale mode has been in development for over 2 years and is a huge deal. Jez compares it to something like Warzone or a separate game undertaking, which makes sense because Warzone is listed as a separate tab amongst all of the Call of Duty games when you boot that game up. So it's something that's integrated into the Halo Infinite experience, but is at the same time is its own separate thing, and is targeting obviously the Fortnite, Warzone, and Apex audience, and the ultimate goal is to bring in new players into the Halo franchise, which I believe this was the goal with the main multiplayer mode of Halo Infinite, because you had it be free to play and you had the thick skill-based matchmaking algorithm to make sure that new players were not thrown into the pit too quickly amongst the bot matches and all that stuff. Bot support should be a standard feature for first-person shooter games, in my opinion, but more on that later on. Jez believes that the target for Battle Royale mode is Season 3 or 4, and I think that's a good time because, the player base is mostly dipped out, but if it makes a big resurgence in the later seasons, it won't matter because people will just reinstall the game and it'll be like a brand new launch of sorts. Kind of like when Warzone came out in March of 2020. The player numbers slipped for Modern Warfare multiplayer big time, but everybody reinstalled to see what Warzone was all about. So it's probably going to be a similar situation here. And apparently this Battle Royale mode will tie into Forge mode, which is still being worked on as of now. And he compares it to something like Fortnite Creative, which honestly, Forge mode for Halo back in the day was Fortnite Creative before Fortnite Creative was ever a thing. It really extended out the lifespan of Halo 3 and all the Halos going forward because of how much community content was able to be circulated through the community and how it brought new life into the game. And I think a very similar situation will happen with this Battle Royale mode and the certain LTMs, limited time twists on the formula you can make with Forge mode. I think it would be really exciting. So 343 brought in Certain Affinity for this specific mode and, quote, don't think they're going to ignore the rest of the game, which is true because 343 does have their hands full currently with Halo Infinite multiplayer and single player DLC content. That's similar to how for Call of Duty, Raven Software is the lead developer of Warzone, while the other 3 studios are busy making the mainline games. So they're doing it that way, which I think is the best allocation of your resources. This Battle Royale mode for Halo will have operations, which seem to be missions/objectives within the match itself. Currently there are 4 types: Capture, Supply Run, Destroy, and Horde. And I think this is the main thing that Halo Battle Royale needs to do to really differentiate itself, because when Warzone introduced the bounty system and the contracts, that really shook up the game to where it's more than just looking for the next frag or looking for the next place to camp. It really provides a lot of gameplay variety so that no 2 matches are the same. And data miners have also found possible lobby sizes based on bot match descriptions. You have BR squads with 100 bots. Last team wins, 25 teams of 4. BR trios with 60 bots. Last team wins, 20 teams of 3. BR solos with 60 bots. Last player surviving wins with 60 bots. BR solos with 100 bots. Last player surviving wins with 100 bots. So this confirms to me that they're either trying out different player counts for the current map that they have, or they're working on some kind of mini royale LTM that drops the player count down and also shrinks the initial circle of where you can land which we've seen games like H1Z1 do that before. Pretty exciting stuff, honestly, because I think Warzone really needs the competition, quite frankly, because they've really been resting on their laurels when it comes to anti-cheat, when it comes to exciting content, and I think a big property like Halo would be just the spark that Call of Duty needs to step up its content creation, and also to play a battle royale game with the Halo sandbox. I think would be really has exciting potential because of how that sandbox interacts with different scenarios and large maps. And we saw that with, ironically enough, Halo 5 had a game mode called Warzone, and it wasn't a battle royale. It was like a PvP, VE, massive, sort of like a battlefield conquest, but you had some PvE enemies that you could earn points off of, and it was really exciting and really cool. The only thing that really held it back was the rec system and how you could kind of get some advantage with microtransactions, but it also could be avoided if you just played the game a lot and saved up your points. But I think rebooting and doing a fully featured battle royale mode for Halo would be just, and you know, people rag on Dr. Disrespect for his take about how arena shooters have just not been catching on the same way they used to. I mean, it's true, you know, he's the kind of guy who has his finger on the pulse of a lot of these things, and how Battle Royale reinvigorated Call of Duty with Warzone and how it launched Fortnite into being the biggest game in the world. It's a no-brainer that they've been working on something like this, and hopefully they've been testing it a lot, and hopefully it's, you know, comes out fully cooked, because Certain Affinity, I think, has a better track record than 343 when it comes to the things they've worked on, because they did a lot of work on the Halo 2 anniversary multiplayer, which I like quite a bit. Hopefully this game mode comes out fairly soon and really gives Warzone a run for its money. So yeah, a little bit of Halo content. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below what your favorite Halo game is. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content.